It's definitely been a interesting up and down road when it comes to The Flash, and the most recent actions by Ezra Miller are making many people look at this whole scenario and just question what in the world is WB going to do. Recent reports by Industry Insider say that the real reason that The Flash was already delayed was due to previous concerns over Ezra Miller, and more could be happening soon. So when it comes to Ezra Miller, the whole situation has been a giant mess, let's just put it that way. A PR disaster, to put it kindly. Realistically, this whole thing is way out of control, and the fact that we're hearing so little about it and that nobody seems to want to acknowledge it from the WB or DC side of things is really telling. Recently, Grace Randolph, who of course is an industry insider, posted some details in regards to the real reason that The Flash was delayed so substantially. I mean, more than a year away. And she says that, yeah, there's some problems with the film as well, but again, Ezra Miller has been a huge issue. And it's one of these things that it's so many different things that contribute to this that honestly, it's like a broad sort of casting of a net to be able to, reel everything in, if you will, that all contributes to this story. And apparently, yes, the visual effects are still a problem because, again, they are pretty grandiose for what they're trying to do, but Ezra Miller is still at the center of this entire situation, and that these recent, events, such as the threats, the jail time, and all the incidents are just adding on top of it, because previously WB figured, well, it's one incident, we don't have to worry about it, there's no charges being pressed or anything, but then multiple charges pressed and multiple reports, and they're all out there in the public light. Now they can't sort of just sit on them, and they have to acknowledge them, and that's the big takeaway here. Other insiders have come out and said this same thing. Now, whether they're just backing up what she's saying for clout, which typically many people do, or who knows, it's going to be interesting to see what happens. There's definitely a case to be made for this film suffering greatly when it releases next year if nothing is said and done. But WB can't also just abandon it. So they are in a very bad situation, and I'm interested to see what they're going to do and what they say, and the longer they say and do nothing, the worse it gets. So it's kind of a damned if you do, damned if you don't.